What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Rich, and I'm back with another video. And today we are going to be reviewing Clash in Paris. Now, this was an overall tremendously great PLE. It was the last PLE on Peacock, which, you know, it's the end of an era now. WWE is going to go off to do what they're doing with their partnership with ESPN. WrestlePalooza is going to be this month. And yeah, bro, we're just going to see what WWE has in store, you know. I'm proud of everything that, you know, they have done this past year. I was inspired to make a series, one of my best series on my channel. And yeah, bro, we just gonna see what goes from there. But let's get back to the main point. We are reviewing Clash in Paris. Yeah, like I said, it was a very, very tremendously amazing pay-per-view, or PLE. The crowd was absolutely amazing, like they always were. They did exactly what I said they were going to do in my predictions video. They were going to wild out. They were going to make every match seem like it was special. No matter how bad the match was, they were going to make sure it was special. And they were going to show tons of amounts of love to anybody. So yeah, bro. But yeah, bro, let's get right into the review. The first match, we had Bronson Reed versus Roman Reigns. Now, this match was a long time coming, definitely, especially with Bronson Reed just taking Roman's shoes nonstop, and just trying to bully Roman into a match. So Roman ended up accepting, and let me tell y'all, the crowd went crazy for Roman. Like, they were chanting whatever they could think of to cheer this man on. Like, the match didn't even start. Like, 5 minutes in, the match didn't even start. They didn't touch each other, they didn't do nothing. And Roman was just oral farming, and just that crowd was just chanting everything. Like, they are the final boss of like glazing, my nigga. They chanted every single positive thing they could about Roman Reigns, and they hated Bronson Reed. They hated everything about the nigga. They hated the shoes. They hated Paul Heyman. Like, that Bronson Reed did a good job on making this crowd hate him. Like, that's what I will give him. He did a great job of making the crowd hate him. He did a good crowd work and just flexing on Roman Reigns and showing how strong he is during the match. And like I said, he was coming to bully Roman Reigns, bro. And he did just that. I definitely like this position where Bronson Reed is like in this position with Roman Reigns to like be a top star. Because let me tell y'all, bro, like, people like Roman Reigns, who has the experience and who has the star power that he has, he puts people like Bronson Reed in this position not to outshine them, but to give them the shine, if y'all get what I'm saying. Like, I know this is something that y'all probably know, but at the same time, bro, like, Bronson Reed will probably he would have never got this anywhere else. But he got it with, like, Roman Reigns, who was, like, the biggest star in the company. And like, he did such a great job in all aspects, bullying Roman, you know, being strong, you know, talking shit, and just like, you know what I'm saying, working Roman Reigns through the motions of just like, you know, I'm the top dog around here now. So yeah, but ultimately Roman ended up winning the match. This was a great match, by the way. It was a great match to start. And it really didn't get really theatrical into the end. And what I mean by that is, like, Paul Heyman went to go check on Bronson Reed. Roman comes back in the ring. Paul Heyman's just like cowering to Roman Reigns, saying that he acknowledges him and all this extra shit. Roman asked for his shoes back because Paul Heyman was wearing the shoe La Fala, and he gave the shoes back, but Roman still like put Paul Heyman in the guillotine, and it was absolutely funny. I don't know if y'all saw my face on stream, but it was absolutely funny what they were doing with Paul Heyman, bro. Like, it was super funny. But instead of taking the shoes and Roman Reigns keeping them, Roman Reigns ended up untying the shoes from whatever they were tied with aside from the strings, and, you know, he signed the shoes and threw them into the crowd. And then out of fucking nowhere, Braun Breaker decides for whatever reason decided to come out of nowhere and spear the fuck out of Roman Reigns through that table, the announce table. And bro, I was cause he did it so fast. Like, I didn't even have time to blink, gang. Like, I looked the other way for like 2 seconds, and then he did that. Like, literally, like, you can go watch the stream back. Like, it was just out of nowhere. And then he hits another spear outside of the ring while Roman Reigns is getting help, you know, trying to get to the backstage. And then Roman Reigns proceeds to eat like 3 tsunamis. And then Jey Uso comes out to help eventually, and then he eats a spear, which I thought it was pretty much a bad idea for him to go out there anyway, considering he has a Fatal 4-Way match to focus on. But yeah, I felt like that was kind of unnecessary. But they ended up sending Roman Reigns to the hospital. And yeah, bro, the rest is history. But if y'all don't know, Roman Reigns is going off to film the Street Fighter movie, so he's going to be written off TV for a while. And hopefully all that goes well. And yeah, we will see what goes down in the future. Next match, we have the Street Profits versus the Wyatt Six. Now, this match didn't really have too many expectations for it. Didn't expect the result to be... Well, I did say the Street Profits were going to win, but turns out I was wrong. And ultimately, bro, the Wyatt Six were playing the numbers game, and they won. And also, there was a bit of friction between Montez and Angelo Dawkins. They were debating in the beginning of the match, who should tag in and who shouldn't, and just doing that with each other the whole match. And then obviously like I said, the numbers game caught up with them. Eric Rowan got involved, Nikki Cross got involved. Ultimately, Montez Ford ate his sister Abigail from Uncle Howdy, and yeah, the rest was history. The Wyatt Six ended up winning the match. Whatever. But I obviously wish that the Street Profits would just go their separate ways and Montez Ford go solo, because we've been asking for that for years, and I don't know why it's such a big weight at this point. They've done a lot as a tag team. They are Triple Crown tag team champions, and you know what I'm saying, they will already go down in history as one of the greatest tag teams. So there's really no need to really keep them together. So yeah, that's my point on that. That's my review on that match, and yeah, whatever. The next match, we have Nikki Bella versus Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Now, did I think Nikki was gonna win? Yes, but that ultimately not ended up happening. But I just wasn't feeling this match. It just wasn't a good match, considering I just felt like they didn't have good chemistry. I feel like nobody did any type of film study. Nobody did any past reviews. Nobody rehearsed really good. It just felt like there was just no effort put into this match on it needing to be good. The crowd wasn't really into it. I kind of was falling asleep during the match on stream. I really was not feeling this match. But no disrespect to Nikki Bella and Becky Lynch. I know they tried their best. I know they gave it their all. But yeah, Becky ultimately ended up winning. And yeah, bro, that was that match. The next match, we had the good old-fashioned Donnybrook match with Sheamus versus Rusev. Now, I had a different result in my head because this is Sheamus's match, but surprisingly, this match was really, really good. It wasn't even a bad match at all. It was actually almost the match of the night, to be honest. But yeah, bro, they both delivered in many ways. They had some great spots. They both deliver in ways where I didn't think they were going to deliver. And I think Dave Meltzer gave this match 5 stars. I don't even know if he rated this match yet. Maybe it was a false thing on Twitter. But yeah, I need to stop looking at that app that much. But it was a banger, like Sheamus always says. But ultimately, Rusev ended up tapping out Sheamus to win the match. Now, I hope it's over now, because I was tired of seeing these two beef and take up TV time week after week after week after week after week. It was really annoying. So I hope it's over. I hope that Sheamus goes after the Intercontinental Championship, and I hope Rusev does whatever he needs to do to, push forward and try to work up to a title match somewhere down the line. But yeah, bro, I really just want to see this rivalry over with. That's it. The next match was Logan Paul versus John Cena. Now, I have a lot to say about this match. This match it showed grit, it showed hunger, it showed passion, it showed a multitude of things. John Cena really kept up with Logan Paul with how old he is. John Cena is literally old as hell. But let me say something about Logan Paul real quick. Now obviously y'all know how I feel about Logan Paul. Some of y'all might feel the same way, some of y'all might not. But one thing you can't take away from him is his dedication to wrestling. and what he does for the sport. Now, do I call him a leech? Yes. Do I still think that? Yes. But at the same time, like a guy like Logan Paul and the skill that he has, like he's only been doing this for 5 years, but from the way that he like does this shit, you would think he did it for 30 years, if I'm being honest. But now, I know it's gonna pain me to say this, but Logan Paul has earned my respect ultimately. Just because, you know, he showed athleticism, he showed grit, he showed hunger, like I said. He showed his passion for the sport. He showed how much it means to him. And going toe-to-toe with somebody who I consider the GOAT, my GOAT, my number one wrestler of all time, him going toe-to-toe with John Cena, it just... I loved every bit of this match. I think it was match of the night. And both parties did a really good job, but John Cena ultimately ended up winning. Like, I'm glad that he did because he really deserved this victory. We only got 3 more dates, which I'm pretty sad about. But hopefully these 3 more dates will deliver in ways where I don't expect. Obviously, we got Brock Lesnar up next, bro. Like, and I hope John Cena wins that one too, because I really don't care if Brock Lesnar is here in WWE. But yeah, bro, it was a great match of the night, and yeah, bro. On to the next match. The next match, we had the Fatal 4-Way match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, if y'all don't know, there was a segment between Seth Rollins and Jackie Redmond, because if y'all don't know, Paul Heyman went to the hospital, and Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed got kicked out of the building. So ultimately, Seth Rollins is now by himself. Now, Seth Rollins gave a promo like saying that, you know, I am Seth freaking Rollins. I went to the top by myself. You know, I did things by myself. I'm one of the greatest in-ring performers of all time. And, you know, I'm always 2 steps ahead is basically what he said. Now, do I think that he did the majority of things by himself? No. And if you know Seth Rollins, you obviously know that's always the case. But yeah, the Fatal 4-Way match was pretty good. Seth Rollins did a good job with, you know, going out of the ring, you know, trying to isolate himself from the competition to make himself the fresher opponent in the match. Jey Uso and LA Knight had a good spot, you know, with that table. Jey Uso like super kicking, you know, CM Punk because he didn't trust him, which is kind of funny because CM Punk had super kicked Jey in the beginning of the match, which is kind of funny. But Seth Rollins was there with the trash talk as well. Like, he was saying how the crowd doesn't care about LA Knight and he hates CM Punk's family and just saying all types of stuff that will kind of just rattle their skin. And then ultimately, you know, it came down to CM Punk himself. And boy, oh boy, was this segment just gold. Seth was going for the stomp, and then he misses. And then, you know, CM Punk hits the GTS. And then Seth goes back on CM Punk's shoulders, which is a familiar thing from last time. Because, you know, CM Punk hit 2 GTSs on Seth Rollins before and beat him. So it was kind of a reoccurring theme. And as CM Punk is going for the second GTS, out of nowhere, somebody in a hoodie low-blowed CM Punk and saved Seth Rollins. Now, I know this just from the posture and from kind of the attitude that this was Seth Rollins' wife, Becky Lynch. Did I expect this? No, but am I surprised? Yes. What did I expect it? No, but am I surprised? No. Because, like, if we think about it, bro, like, we've all been thinking about, like, Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins working together and, you know, Becky being in the vision. Because, you know, they're both heels. They both do great jobs as heels. And I feel like they will work well together. Like, it's just a perfect match. So, yeah, that match ended up being how it was. But ultimately, the internet went crazy because everybody thinks that AJ Lee should come back now. And I think so too, because at this point, this rivalry is personal, is going to go on for months, if not years at this point. And bro, he needs to get AJ Lee. I don't want to see Bayley. I don't want to see Rhea Ripley. I don't want to see Roxanne Perez. I don't want to see anybody. I want to see AJ Lee. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. But yeah, bro, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video, bro. I'm going to be well busy tomorrow, so I'm probably not going to be uploading, but yeah. I'm gonna be doing another game review pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, bro, comment down below what y'all think about Clash in Paris, what y'all thought about Clash in Paris, and what y'all think about WWE going forward, because obviously John Cena has 3 days left on this retirement tour. Roman Reigns is off to film a movie, so as Cody Rhodes. And yeah, bro, let me know what y'all think about the state of WWE, bros. But yeah, love y'all. See y'all soon. Peace.